Hi guys, welcome back. Alright, where do I start? Well, first I want to start by thanking everybody that's left a comment. The last video I did, I kicked off, threw all my games out of the pram, so to speak, forgive the pun. But there's a little bit more to it than that. And I was blaming all the trolls, in which I was getting in, without going into a lot of detail. So I couldn't say anything to you guys until I'd spoke to my sons. Previous weeks, building up to the last video, I've been having a few hospital appointments. On a few of those occasions, I've seen a respiratory lung specialist. I'm not keen on all these big medical names, so I'm just going to use simple terms. So lung specialist. He asked me if I'd ever considered going on a waiting list for a double lung transplant. I said no, it's never really crossed my mind. So I started going through loads of details and talking about it, and I was a bit, I don't know, I just trying to take a lot in that I weren't keen on it, to be fair. He gave me loads of paperwork to look at, loads of booklets, and I thought, fair enough, have a look through them, brought them home, looking through them. That went on for a few weeks, and I was just letting it get to me. It got to the point where it was everything I was doing, I was just thinking about what I'd read. Without going into a lot of detail, guys, when they do a lung transplant, they go through your back. They have to open you up from the back. And then there's recovery periods that you go through, 3 to 6 months recovery period. Sometimes it can take up to a year. There's a rejection rate, even though you end up with anti-rejection medications that you take, there's still a percentage of a rejection. There's a rejection where your body can just reject. And if your body rejects any organ, obviously there's no going back. You can't do another transplant. So I thought, someone can do it. So the last appointment that I had, just before I did my last video where I kicked off about the trolls, because I can normally handle the trolls, I just delete them, sometimes report them. Depends how, some of them can be quite abusive, accuse you of things that you're not. So they're the ones I report. Others that just call me crackhead and whatever, they choose whatever words, they just get deleted. And I'll just carry on doing that. Anyway, the last appointment I had at the hospital, they asked me if I'd read everything, considered a decision. I says, mate, basically, I'm nearly 60 years old. I'm just going to, live my life. I believe in fate. I believe, I'm strong-minded anyway, in the way of, I've had pneumonia 3 times in my life. I get chest infections every year without fail, especially this time of year. But the weather gets cold and damp. And I have just been through one of the worst chest infections I have had for a long time. And it was that bad, guys, that my birthday was on Tuesday just gone, Tuesday the 19th. well, the Monday, the 18th, obviously the day before, got to about 3 o'clock Monday afternoon. I felt really horrible, felt bad. And I was sat just over there and I thought, I'm going to go to bed. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went to bed. I took my phone with me, which I do. Sometimes I'd wake up for like 10 minutes, go back to sleep. Anyway, next thing I know, my phone's ringing. And it's Bike Shed Boy. And he's like, "You all right, Dad?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." I says, "I'm in bed." He says, "You in bed?" He says, "It's only like 6:30. I says, "I went to bed about 3 o'clock. Anyway, what I didn't realise is I'd gone to bed at 3 o'clock on the Monday afternoon. The Bike Shed Boy had phoned me at 6:30 the following day on my birthday. So I literally slept for like a day and a half. Went to bed, virtually, 24, 27 hours I was in bed for. I had no energy, struggling to breathe. I've just done a full 7 days antibiotics. So anyway, feeling better now. I've just had a cup of tea, and I thought, put this video out, because like I said in the comments, I've had some amazing comments. And I've said to a few people that I will do an update video just to explain. I couldn't say anything to you guys about what was going off with the hospital appointments about lung transplants until I'd had a word with my lads, because I thought, tell them first, go through it all with them, and then explain it all to you guys. So that's where we are. So basically, I've still got, these are my birthday presents. We'll get to them in a bit. And I've also got a pile of games that I'd ordered, not opened them yet. And there was a video, one of the last videos that I did, that somebody said to me that they'd heard about the video, never got a chance to watch it, and would I re-upload it? And I thought, there weren't a lot in it, really. And it was mainly about this game, guys. So this is a game that I featured in one of my last videos that I managed to get for, I offered the guy £100 for it and he took it. He had it on eBay for 140 something. It can fetch 160. I've seen them sell for nearly £200. And it's a physical disc of what remains of Edith Finch. And the reason he let me have it for £100 is because he said it's got some damage. Now the damage is, I'll just quickly show you. I know some of you have already seen the video, but there are people that was asking. The damage is, there's some damage there where the blue, but I'm not bothered about that. The other damage is at some point it's been a bit damp and it's a bit crinkly. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. It just needs ironing. And I mentioned it to my lad. And he says to me, he says him and his missus are replacing their iron soon. Because I ain't got an iron. I ain't got one. So they're replacing their iron. He says I can have theirs. So that can wait. So as soon as I get there, let's get that back in there. As soon as I get their iron, I can iron that sleeve. Because I did have comments as well saying if I iron it, will I show them? Because you don't want to put the iron straight onto that paper. You don't want to be doing that. So yeah, I will do one of my videos when I get the iron. I'll iron that in the video. So yeah, that is that. The other thing is as well that was in the video, which one of these games that's come through the door, I'll show you. I'm not going to open it just yet, but one of them obviously not that. One of them, that one. So we've got another loose in the box PS4 game. And in one of the last videos I did show you, because it's brand new and sealed, I did show you how to get this back into its slot without damaging the seal. For those people that keep them sealed, in fact, nearly every PS4 I've got is sealed because I've been collecting them, but I ain't got a PS4 yet. I don't know which video I mentioned this in, but I am considering either getting a PS4 or a PS5. So yeah, right, I think I'm going to show you my birthday presents first. So I got these, and I don't know which order. So I've got, there's 4 of these, and I don't know which 2 came from which son. But yeah, both my sons got me these. And what they are, it tells you there, look, pull speed says, well, now when you pull them back and then let go. But I'm not going to open these up. They're brand new. They've never been opened. I'm going to keep them boxed. I'm going to collect the whole collection of them as a series. I'm going to get the whole lot because I've got an idea of how I can display these so that they look pretty good. But I'm not going to display them until I get all of them. The other thing is as well, I've got a Xbox Series S, and this, guys, it's a toaster, and apparently it prints the slogan of the Xbox on the toast. So yeah, so I ain't opened any of this. I've been too ill to do anything. Everything's just got like left until, because I said to my lads, I says I've got no energy at all. I was getting out of breath just walking from here to the kitchen. So we'll open this up. That's gonna, yeah. Alright, so that's just instructions, and so I'm not bothered about that. Alright, okay. So Xbox Series S toaster. This is, oh, check that out, guys. So it looks like the Xbox Series S, but it's actually a toaster, and that will take yeah, 2 slices, one next to each other. And there's the front. So I'm going to set this up in the kitchen because I have said in other videos that so yeah, one of my sons, he got me this toaster. My youngest son got me the toaster because I have said before that it's not just this games room, the whole of my, because this is a bungalow, so the whole lot is Area 6. So the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom, this room, eventually the whole lot is going to be themed games, science fiction, horror. So yeah, just really that. So that's my birthday. So here's what we'll open this one. This is I buy box protectors for my games. So I'll show you these. Most of my games are in these type of protectors. These ones are for these are the large ones. These are for the PS2, the Xbox 360, original Xbox, because they're all the same size, they're all DVD size cases. So all of those Xbox 360s, PS2s, they all fit in these. So you get 10. I usually buy packs of 10. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. So a pack of 10, I get 10 for like £7. £7.25 or something for 10. Yeah. I think if you buy a pack of 100, it's like, I can't remember now. I think if you buy a pack of 100, it works out like 50p each, like 50 quid for 100, something like that. It's not bad if you want to protect your games. So yeah, that's the game protectors. So put them down there for now, and then we'll open. So yeah, because I want to show you this as well. Just in fact, before we open these, let's open this up. Yeah. See, the good thing about these being loose in the box is because a lot of people don't know, because it's a sealed game, you can see the seal going along the bottom. The reason I went looking for this is because a few weeks ago, Goldtooth had one of these in his video, same game. And look at it, I thought that looks good. I wouldn't mind playing it at some point when I make my mind up of what console I'm going to get. I'm probably going to go for the PS5. So yeah, it's brand new sealed. But as you see, it's... so if I bring the camera in, I'll show you how we pop them back in without damaging, and sort that down to the table. I want you to be able to see this without. I think you can see that. Let's drop that down a little bit. No editing in this channel, guys. My editing is the pause button. Alright, so you can see it's loose. And the idea is you tilt it and you can literally feel when you've got the disc literally on the center spindle, because it will just stay there. And then what you do, you get it on a flat surface, and obviously that, if it weren't sealed, that's where you'd be opening it up, so that's where your pressure is. So what you do, you come down to this angle, so you're looking out from the middle there. You want literally just off center to about where my finger is, and then you're just going to give it a push, and you hear it, literally hear it clicking. And there you go, guys. That's back in, and the seal is still perfectly intact. There's no breakages to the seal. But like I say, the good thing about getting those, where people will say, if you read the comments, you'll get people. Let me just set this back up. You get people on eBay saying, how much did I pay for this? £5? Because it did say disc is loose in box, hence the price. And that's sound now, guys. That's mended. And it's not just even though PS4 are the most prone to games coming out of the box, I mean, obviously, if you're not going to keep your game sealed, it doesn't matter. But obviously, you can buy them cheaper if they're loose in the box. And you're going to open them. But if you're going to keep, I'm keeping mine sealed until I decide which console. And to be fair, guys, I've got like 300 PS4 games all sealed. There's some that I do want to play. There's some I'm not bothered about playing because there's a lot of limited run up there as well that are sealed. I probably won't open them. Obviously, I've got this unsealed. I definitely want to be playing this at some point. So yeah. All right, so let's get another one open. Let's open this one next. So yeah, I've just really, guys, because of me chest infection, I've been sleeping a lot. Usually, just getting my head down on me because I've showed you before. These chairs, they recline. So let's get that open. Right, what's this one? Oh, right, yeah, okay. So we've got it's a PS1 game, guys. It's packaged nicely. It's so yeah. I'll show you what this is. This, guys, is for the PS1, and it's a virus. Virus. That's my son's gamer tag name, Virus. Not Bike Shed Boy, the other son, when he's on his Xbox. So, right, yeah, so we've got the manual. Manual's nice. Yeah, it's in good condition. Let's check the disc. Oh, yeah. Disc is really good. Yeah, that is absolutely perfect. Like I say, I've had these for nearly a week, just not got around to opening. I've been too weak, and I wanted to put a video out showing these being opened. So I've had them for like a week. I haven't even left feedback yet, but I will do. So yeah, that is Virus. Survival horror, I think. It says the virus has arrived on Earth to destroy the human race. I can't read. The writing's tiny, guys. I don't know if you lot can get that out. But anyway, yeah, virus. It is aware. So yeah, another one for the PS1 collection that I will be playing. Alright, so what we've got two more. I can't remember what I've got, to be fair. I can't remember what can't remember. Oh, right, yeah, I can, right. One of them, I do remember, and you'll see why in a bit. Let's see what they're... Yeah. See what it... There. Alright. Right. We've got a 360 game in that one. And that is... We've got Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. Yeah, take destruction to a new level of bone-breaking carnage. I might actually set this up on the 360 in a couple of days and do a video of some gameplay. I know I've always said that gameplay videos don't attract a lot of attention. Might get 4 or 5 views, but I might just put it on, do a bit of recording footage, and play that. Because the reason I bought this is it's cheap game. Can't remember what it was, how much, 10 quid, might have been a bit less. But when I read about it, and I didn't have it in my collection, I thought, yeah. And I'm into racing games at the moment. I've just been playing, what was I playing not long ago? I was playing Need for Speed Carbon. Really enjoyed that game, guys. I was loving it. While I was ill, I was just on the chair, pad in hand, and just on the giant screen as well. So yeah, we've got the manual. That's nice. That's probably never been opened. Mind you, a lot of people don't read the manuals. I read the manuals. I can happily sit there with a cup of tea, sit there 5-10 minutes flicking through the manual, and that is really good. And you can never get a proper. But yeah, that is perfect condition, guys. There's not a mark on that. So yeah, looking forward to playing that. It's like a destruction derby sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll set the camera up in front of the TV. You're not going to see me playing because I ain't got all the where people have it little square in the corner showing. I ain't got all that crap. I've got my own way of doing things, guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. So yeah, there's. So excuse me, I'm left. Even though the infection's just about gone, I'm left with a cough. I finished all my antibiotics, did 7 days of that, and now I'm just taking paracetamol at the moment. Last game. So we'll open this up. Alright, so I know what this is now. And this is a game that I never thought I would own. And because there was a time many years ago, where I had an idea of collecting the full original Xbox PAL set. I'm not going to do it now. I did have the idea years ago, and this was one of the games that I was really struggling to find. And so if we go back, say, 10 years, I was looking for this game, never found one. Yeah. So this is Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. Nah, it's PAL, it's English. Now, I don't usually buy games that don't have the manual. But I knew that this didn't have the manual. And the guy put this on eBay. I think he wanted £34 for this, even though it ain't got the manual. But I know that going back a year or two ago, there was a couple of examples that sold for like 60, 70 quid on the PS2, 4 or 5 quid. There's millions of them. But this seems to be really hard to find on the Xbox. The GameCube version is around about 60, 70 quid to buy. That disc is nice as well. Doing well with discs today, guys. That is minty fresh. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I don't normally buy games without the manual. But when this came up without the manual, I'm thinking, because it was on offers as well, I think he accepted in the end. I think I offered him 28, and because it was 34 or best offer. So I think I offered him 28 and he accepted it. But the thing is, guys, when I was looking for this game years and years and years ago, I was on a market. There was a marketplace, and this guy had box after box of original Xbox games. So I'm looking through. There was a couple of games in there. There was another game that, because there was two at that time that I was after. There was this one, and there was another really hard to find game for the original Xbox called Frankie Dettori Racing. The Frankie Dettori Racing, he had that in his box, but he wanted 70, 80 quid for it. And at the time, I said to him, I can't remember, I think I said 40 quid. I said to him, the most I'm willing to pay is like 40 quid. And in the end, he let me have it 40 quid. It was complete. Got it on my shelf somewhere up there. Yeah, Frankie Dettori Racing is up there somewhere. It is complete, nice condition. And I think there's only one on eBay at the moment. They're asking like £100. And it has sold. Go on sold listings. It does sell for about £100. So I got that. Anyway, back to this one. No manual. The same guy that I brought Frankie Dettori Racing from, I mentioned this game to him, and he said to me, because he reached down below his store, he says, the only thing I've got, he says, I've got the manual. So guys, I've got the manual for it. Put it in really nice, perfect condition. And I said to him, I says, well, because that was it. We had a bit of a laugh, bit of a banter. And he said to me, he says, I'll show you the manual for £1 if you want. And at the time I was on and I was like, well, I want the game. I'm not really into buying just manuals. So I thought £1. So anyway, I said to him, yeah, gives it here then. I gave him £1. So this guy has literally been sat in a cupboard drawer in the kitchen for about 8, 10 years. £1. So now, for 28, well, add £1 for that, £29, I've got the complete, and I thought, how lucky is that? So now, this, guys, is, I mean, I don't collect for value. Nothing ever gets sold. Once it's on my shelf, it stays there. That now is 70 quid looking at to buy, because it's got the manual, even though it's not for sale. So yeah, in fact, I've got I think I've got the Xbox set up on time. Just have a look. You can see it on the screen. I have. Right. Let's just make sure it loads. So I can pop this in now, just see if it'll load up. Alright, where's the controller? There you go. Let's see. See if I'm not bothered about playing it just yet. See if it loads up and goes to a demo or something. So yeah, I ain't even been out the house. No energy, I can't go nowhere. In fact, that was a weird thing as well. When I went to bed Monday afternoon, didn't get up till 6:30 Tuesday the following day, after Bike Shed boy phoned me. I thought, I'm going to get up, it's 6:30. So I went, technically, like I said, I'd slept for over 24. I think it works out, I slept for like 27 hours, stayed in bed. Got out of bed, thought, go and make a cup of tea. Got in the kitchen, it was pure white outside. It just literally snowed during that time that I was just in and out of sleep, basically. Felt horrible. So yeah, loads. So yeah, so once I finish this, I'm going to go on eBay, give all my feedback. I always give feedback, 100%, always, because I have sold on eBay myself and I like to get feedback. I always like to be fair as well. If there's a bit of a problem, rather than just giving them a negative, I'd rather get in touch. It's always good to get in touch first, just in case. So yeah, but there's no problems with any of these pickups that I've done. Like I say, these have been here. I think I have got one message asking about feedback for one of these games. I can't remember which one it is, but I think I've read a message earlier saying, can you please leave feedback for this item? If there's a problem, please get in touch. It's mainly, you usually find, it's small businesses, family-run businesses, which is fair dues. And they're usually the ones that will say, can you please leave feedback? It helps our business, and it does, and why not? So, yeah, like I say, as soon as I finish here, I will get on eBay and give some feedback. And like I said, this flat out game, probably in a couple of days, I'll set this up, have a play with it, do a video, just release the video. Anybody wants to watch it, it's fine. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I mean, I watch gameplay videos sometimes, and you watch them, you think, well, this guy's only had like 4 views, which is why I don't normally do gameplay videos, because they don't attract a lot of views, when you stream games. But, I want to get back into doing more videos anyway. I've still got tons of stuff in the Narnia cupboard that I want to get through. Get more stuff in here. The other thing that has kind of like let me down, these glass towers. Those glass towers. I wanted one more. But the company that I've been buying, that I've got all of these from on eBay, they're the only company that was selling them. I went on a few days ago, and they've got none left. And there's nowhere, you type in on eBay, glass shelving towers, I can't find any. So whether they'll get any more in stock, I did send them an email asking if they are looking at getting any more. They've not got back to me yet, so we'll see. It's a proper company. It's I don't know about well-known, but it's a proper business company. It's not just like Joe Blogs on his marketplace selling them. This is a proper. So chances are they've sold off the old stuff. They're going to get new stock in, because I could do with one more for a change that I'm actually making to where these motorbikes are that I built. Well, my lad he's taking his home with him at some point, taking it to his house, and then I'm changing the top of this. So the Bruce Lee picture, that's going to come down. These bikes are going to get moved, and I'm going to build more tower systems on here to fit more games in here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm happy with that. There's going to be nothing wrong with that. It's gone to demo mode. It'll play. So yeah, so we'll just. I'll take that out. Yeah, well happy with that. That is nice. I couldn't believe it because it popped up. I've had it on my search for a long time. I've had it in my search for years, and it never came up. And then all of a sudden, this popped up. I thought, no manual. It don't matter because I've got a manual, and like I said, I had that manual. I've had that manual for about 10 years. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that is it for that video, and I'm just going to grab a cup of tea, get this video downloaded, grab a cup of tea, watch a couple of videos that I usually watch on a Saturday night, and then yeah. So back to normal, guys. We're back to normal. Like I said, I was carrying a lot of pressure, stress. Kicked off in my last video. Deleted it because as well as the stress, I was having to make decisions about this lung transplant. Massive operation. Weren't really up for it. And then I've got all the troubles and everything just came to a head, and I thought, yeah, and I just kicked off. So, but massive shout out to everybody that came in the comment, giving me tons of support. Loads of support, guys. I didn't realise a lot of people actually liked the channel. I was just, you know, because you don't realise sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to get back to normal. At one point, I'm going to get the camera set up back over this way, because the thing is as well, I like to, each video I'll be in a different area of the room just to break it up, instead of just being sat in one spot every video that you do, because then it just becomes every video looks the same, and it's not like that. I like to show the room at different angles, different videos, different angles, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna take I'm gonna make a cup of tea, take another paracetamol, try and get rid of this cough. Chest infection's cleared up. I'm just left with this cough now. So yeah, get back to normal. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, and I shall catch you all later. Bye for now.